My name is Fabian Lemke. I'm one of the founders of Nuventura. And Nuventura is a company that develops something called switchgear. Gas-insulated switchgear today contain a very harmful greenhouse gas called sulfur hexafluoride, or SF6. And this is the strongest greenhouse gas that humanity knows. So what we are using is simply so-called dry air. If you use SF6, you want to have a completely hermetically sealed system for its whole lifetime in order to make sure that the emissions of SF6 are as low as possible. And the lifetime of switchgear is 30 to 40 years. Now, the difficulty with digitization is that there is no electronic equipment that reliably works for 40 years. The fact that we are using just dry air, which is really breathable air, it becomes a lot easier for us to have such a revision clap, so a possibility to actually open up the tank and, for example, exchange sensors or include sensors. Until October 21, we have raised almost 10 million euros of capital, and it's a mix of different types of capital. Most of it is equity, roughly 7.5 million, and the rest is loan and grants and prize money. The pandemic has definitely influenced us on many levels. We had to make a financing round during the pandemic, and it was the first round where some of my investors I never met in person. And this whole round basically happened without the usual personal meetings, which was kind of a bit different in terms of how you find your investor. A pilot was delayed because we simply couldn't get to site and install. The manufacturing process was affected. Suppliers, they go bankrupt. The delivery times from abroad, we have a lot of suppliers from abroad, from Asia, they have skyrocketed, and the payment terms have changed. Everyone is in a financially more difficult situation, and this kind of hardens up the situation. So this definitely requires also more funding. It was good to have the reliable partner who was willing, even in such a moment of clarity, to provide capital so that we maneuver through this situation. What is great about IBB Ventures is this combination of offering us support on structuring financing, giving us security and also long-term support. They are giving us confidence also that they are willing to invest in follow-on rounds and that they are sort of a cornerstone for us. And the second aspect is that they really give us the freedom that we deserve in terms of developing our business, and they give us their trust that we are the right persons to do this. If you are trying to fund something that most people don't believe in and only a few people believe in, and that is by nature the case of any venture, you have to be flexible. There's always a way to find a solution. Never give up. There will be someone eventually who thinks the way you do think.